newest member of Rogue Company, unknown to Justicar, largely unknown, I think, at large, signs a deal with Rogue Company at the promise of information about her past and about who she is, why she's being hunted, why she is on the run.
All right, let's go ahead and start off with the passive. So as we talked about briefly a little bit before, the passive ability allows Switchblade to close the gap. So as soon as you throw a gadget or use your ability, you're going to gain a big burst of movement speed that lasts 5 seconds. And so as long as you have gadgets, you're always able to do this. And so you throw one, and you'll get the burst, and you'll throw another, you'll get that burst again. And you can see she's really moving. She's not as fast as Lancer, right, obviously, but she's damn close inside of there. And so now the real show here is all about the Chaos Launcher. So this is Roko's version 1 of a rocket launcher inside of our game, Nick. And when she equips this, the Chaos Launcher, right, what you're seeing here is a very specific targeter, and this is how it works. So when the rocket is fired, it will do 75 damage in an area, and then it's going to eject 3 napalm canisters that then fill up that area with essentially a Molotov effect. And so this will go over cover. So, Brad, just go ahead and shoot it, just kind of like right at this cover. Yeah, that'd be great. So we all have those times where you want to get people out from behind cover, and this is exactly what it's designed to do. So there's someone behind some medium piece of cover inside of the level. You want to shoot the Chaos Launcher at it, and then just go ahead and close the gap and punish them for being inside of there. In addition to that, it does 75 damage, and then the tick damage is really strong as well. So you're going to hit 20 a tick, but it only lasts for 5 seconds. And that's where it kind of ties into the passive ability where, hey, you're gonna, when you go ahead and activate this, you're going to gain this boost of movement speed, or this burst of movement speed, and you're going to be able to close the gap. So you fire it, your team rallies behind it, and now you're just moving forward.
There it is. It's a fun little thing to play with. When you've got enemies that are fortified behind cover, you can use the napalm pools to take people out. But if that's not the situation that you're in, either you're playing TDM, it's frantic, you can just hit them with the rocket for 75. Chances are, if they get hit with the rocket, they're going to eat at least a tick or two of the fire, which is enough to kind of clean them up. It's a lot of damage, so 2 ticks of the fire plus the rocket will do you in. Super fun to play with, and it does have that versatility of, do I want to position these puddles here, or do I want to just go for a rocket hit and do that 75 damage? I've had many a times where I thought I was about to win a duel with a Switchblade, and she just rockets both of us and takes us both out, right? So that's an option too if you want to go kind of for the suicide style when you have no other options. There's a lot of ways to play with the Chaos Launcher. Super fun ability here. It looks cool. It sounds cool. I love these fire. I love the napalm VFX on the ground too. Those look sweet.
Yeah. Nick Reed and the VFX team absolutely crushed it. So, one of the points that how we ended up with this ability is there's a lot of times, especially in a map like Factory, where everybody knows in Strikeout Factory, right? Yeah, you have those people right at the hop over, and it's very difficult to get a grenade over there, or how you flush someone out from behind that power position is very difficult. And that was kind of one of the driving forces behind making this character is, hey, how do you get people out from these powerful positions, right? And so by having those 3 pulls spread out, you kind of force people off of that pieces of cover. The same thing will work, if you're playing on high cast when someone's on the bridge. Same thing's going to happen inside of there as well. And so what's missing, and we'll have to take a look at this, is that whenever you use a gadget and whenever you use your ability, you're going to get a duration meter that pops up on your screen, and you gain bonus movement speed inside of there. And we'll just go ahead and get that. We'll check that out and investigate that as to why it's not showing up.
For what it's worth, there is a small, you can kind of see below her bar, her health bar, there's a little buff icon that does indicate where that movement speed is. But like Scott mentioned, there will be a duration meter that pops up, shows how long it's going to last and how long you're rocking and rolling with. But that's Switchblade, guys. That is Switchblade. She has the Chaos Launcher, of course, the Mark IV, the 24S, bounce grenades, flashbangs, and the baseball bat, my personal favorite melee weapon. It's a great kit, goes together well, loves the passive to kind of close the gap on your own stuff. A lot of times, you know, you throw these flashes, you throw the chaos launcher, you got a long way to kind of go to actually initiate or follow up on your own sort of breaching abilities. Everybody else might be in position, but I love the passive because it allows you to sort of, not only am I starting this fight, but now I have the movement speed to kind of catch up to the rest of my team and be a part of that action that I helped start.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of times where, you know, if you just think about like the base flashbang behavior, right? Throw it, you know, you're playing Skyfall, you throw it across inside of like Egypt, you get a hit marker.
Sure.
You're not going to be able to close that gap inside of the time, but now with Switchblade, you are able to. So there's a lot of diversity, there's a lot of aggression inside of her kit. And oddly enough, we found that in Demolition, a lot of it comes down to good, strong coordination as to when you're rallying behind when she uses that ability. Respawn game modes, obviously, you know, do your thing. Fire and forget, have a good time.
Yeah, the napalm, it ticks hard, it ticks fast. If your teammates are there to follow it up, I mean, those are nearly guaranteed one duels at that point if you're placing that thing correctly. So it's definitely a very powerful use, even in King of the Hill. You know, any type of objective stuff, you know, like we mentioned, it's a versatile ability, lots of different ways to use it. Very, very excited for Switchblade. Excited to learn more, Scott, about her future and the way that narrative is going to play out. We'll see if she gets that information that she's after. That was a lot of stuff, guys. I'm glad you stuck with us through it all. Switchblade joins Rogue Company, plenty of new skins, a completely free arms dealer event, multiple changes to both weapons and rogues, a brand new game, if you will, for you guys to get in, explore, have fun, figure out who's going to be the new powerful Switchblade mains out there. Thank you all so much for joining us. We do have one little quick sneak peek here at the Little Killer Switchblade skin that will be available upon release of this character. So if you really want to main her, you know you got to buy the skin and get in there and make sure you set yourself apart from all of the other imposter wannabe Switchblade mains out there. Guys, thank you all so much for joining.